You're in 4K, by the way. You're in 4K.
What's that?
You don't even know, dude.
No.
You're probably considering installing a black or chrome Fang LED headlight bezel on your Harley-Davidson Touring motorcycle. We're going to show you how. Welcome back, Bikeaholics. Ryan Urlacher here, lawabidingbiker.com. Thank you for checking back in. The Ciro 3D Fang LED Headlight Bezel, again, black or chrome, your choice. It's for Batwing type fairings on Harley-Davidson motorcycles. We all know there's kind of a square. Your headlight's round, but there's kind of a square, and it's kind of a gap and tunnel up in there. A lot of bugs, a lot of junk can get caught up in there. So the headlight bezel is nice for a couple reasons. Number one, it fills that square, and it kind of is propped out, so it kind of acts as a little bit of a hood, so to speak, for lack of a better term. When you're looking at it, it gives a really nice style and look to the front of your motorcycle. The nicest thing is it is plug and play, and you don't have to drill any holes or anything, but it has two lights off to both sides of it, white light, and so it adds additional lighting to the front of your bike along with your headlight. I strongly suggest that you get the Vision X, the Ciro 3D Vision X headlight, of course, right from our store, guys. I did a comparison video on that. I'll try to link to it in the description against some others, and it is, in my belief and from my testing, brighter than the Harley-Davidson Daymaker, and it doesn't cost as much. So you decide. I've done the comparison video. Search the channel, search our website, and the Fang LED Headlight Bezel is available for 96 to present Harley-Davidson motorcycles with that Batwing fairing. And with that said, what do you say we get this installed, huh? All right, to remove this fairing, we're going to start Torx 27 to remove the windshield bolts. There's 3 of them. He's just backing the side one all the way out. You can see he's already backed that side one out over there. He's leaving the center one in. He's just loosening it. That way your whole fairing will just kind of hang on it. At the very end, we'll take that one out. Now we'll move to the inside of the fairing. All right, on the inside of your fairing, both sides, there's 2 bolts, one at the top, one at the bottom, Torx 27. And that's what he started working on, that top one. He's going to finish, back it all the way out. Just remember, when you put it back together, the top one is longer than the bottom one. Does make a difference. He's got the top one backed out. He'll move down and do the bottom one. And same thing on the other side. All right, and he's got all the 4 inside ones off. He left that last one just so the fairing doesn't fall. He's loosening it. You can pop the windshield right out of there. All right, and he's just going to back that one out, and this is going to release the whole fairing. You can put a towel on your front fender so you can lay it on it. Okay, he's got that out. He'll back it out, and he's supporting the fairing now. And that releases his fairing. You can rest it on the fender. Of course, we have a rag there, so we can unplug the headlight. All right, and he's just unplugging the headlight in there. We are running a Ciro 3D Vision X available in our store. I've done a comparison video on this channel. Make sure you check it out. It's super bright, way cheaper than the Daymaker, better than the Daymaker in our opinion. And that's what he's unplugging there. And on the very bottom of this chrome bezel is just 1 Phillips screw. He's just removing that. And then he'll be able to twist this chrome ring off. And you're just going to twist it left a little bit, counterclockwise, and then it pops right off. Okay, we're going to take off the headlight bracket screws now. 1, 2, and there's 2 in the same exact spot on the other side. They're a T Torx 25 is what he's got, just a T handle there. That's what he's going to be working on here. Again, just the 4 of them. And he's just moving up to the top one there on the left side, and last one on the right side there. And you can see that's released that whole headlight assembly and bracket. Okay, and your kit comes 2 brackets, 1 for each side. It goes over the top of the headlight bracket there, and of course it's got holes in it that directly line up with the holes in the screws that we took out. He's going to get that lined up and then put his stock screws back in. He's got the top one in there. You can see he's just lining those holes up there. And with his Torx 25, of course, he's at least going to get these started. We won't tighten them down yet because we need to line up the bracket on the other side first. And same thing on this side, he's just lining it up again over the headlight bracket. Kind of just got to work it in there. It's machined for it. Line up the holes and both bolts in here. All right, and he's just finishing up, tightening all those back down. Tighten other quarter turns fine. All right, make sure you use an ammonia-based glass cleaner. He's just using some Windex. We got to clean the outside of this ring because we're going to have to install a gasket, which is double-sided sticky tape, basically. So just make sure you get all the grease and grime off that outer headlight ring there. If you appreciate this channel, all the videos that we put out, doesn't come without a cost. A lot of hard work, blood, sweat, and tears behind the scenes, guys. You can support us. We would love to have you as a patron member. You basically can sign up to pledge a certain amount per piece of content. No risk to you because you can put a monthly cap. There are benefits you get, such as t-shirts and stickers. You can get into our private Facebook group. That thing's blowing up. up to access to our premium videos up on request. Link in the description below. Check it out. We'd love to have you join the biker revolution. You can see in his hand he's got the gasket that comes with your kit. It's got double-sided sticky tape, removing the backing. We've already got our clean outer ring here, and he's just going to manipulate this around and stick that gasket all the way around the ring. And he's just finishing up the left side, wrapping it all the way around and meeting it up with the other side. All right, this is the actual Fang headlight bezel. It just comes with the wires on it. They were kind of zip tied up. He's just getting them off and stretching the wires out there. That's the lighted front there. And then we got to run these wires through. So there's two of them, one on each side. There's just a gap between your headlight and that ring. You can see it up in there. He's just working it through. And then he's going to grab the other side and do the same thing. Just between the gap and the headlight frame there. And now he's got them both through. He can just pull some of the slack out. All right, on the back of the Fang headlight bezel are two rubber nipples or plastic nipples. Basically, they go into the brackets that we put on the rubber grommets there. We've already got the wires run through, and they'll just pop right in. All right, and using the same screw that came out of the chrome ring, the stock chrome ring, we're going to use that same screw into the bottom of the new Fang LED headlight bezel. 9 to 18 inch-pounds. If you're a torque wrench kind of guy, we're just going to get it nice and tight. Not too tight. So in your kit comes a little Y adapter you see there, and then out of your headlight, there's two wires. Those are going to go into each side of the Y adapter, and we're going to get more in depth here in just a minute, because we've got to put little caps on there so that that they can plug in. So just look for your Y adapter, and then we'll get started with that. And if you appreciate all the free videos we put out, everything we do for the biker community, you can support us. You can shop for Ciro 3D products right in the Law Abiding Biker store. Link in the description below. So this is the two of these little plugs come. These are what we're going to connect to the end of the wire. You can see it's got a little hatch and compartment. That'll snap up after we get the wires in, but there is a specific way, and we've got to put the right colored wires in there, and then this end will end up plugging into that Y adapter. All right, in his left hand here is the actual adapter. It's the Y adapter. In his other hand is the plug. It only goes one way, so he's just orientating it right now. He hasn't actually snapped it in. Now, on this, your black wire, you have to look over here and you see the yellow and black wire. Black goes to black and red goes to yellow. So that's why he's just lining it up before he were to snap those into the plug to make sure that we have the wires going to the right wires, basically. So now that he knows he has it orientated right, he can go ahead, and those only go in one way. Listen for the click. He knows the black side and the red side is on the correct ones. And there you go, you heard it snap. And now that we know they're orientated right, he can go ahead and plug that directly into the Y adapter. And now we're going to grab the other side and do the same thing. And he's got it orientated right, and now we can go ahead and plug those in. There we go. Make sure you put the bottom hatch up. There's a bottom hatch on the bottom that he's going to snap in there. Then you can go ahead and plug it in. So there we go. Coming from the bezel, the Fang bezel, down here we've got both sides in, and you can see it's right into the Y adapter, into the single there. So we're up in the fairing, of course, and in your upper right hand corner is a stock powered accessory plug that only powers on when your ignition's on. He's going to plug that Y adapter directly in there, you can see. And there you go. Now the bezel has actually got power. All right, we're putting the Batwing fairing back on. All the wires are managed. There's just some tabs on the bottom. Make sure you always line the bottom up first, and then you just rock the top back into place. You can you see how he's just kind of adjusting it around. There we go. He's got it started there. He's just going to, his center bolt is all he's just going to hand start that, just kind of so the fairing doesn't fall back off. Don't tighten anything down until we get all the bolts in. Makes it easier to line all the holes up. All right, don't forget both sides, 2 bolts, one bottom, one top. Don't forget your longer one goes in the top and your shorter one goes in the bottom. Otherwise, you could poke through the front of your fairing, so make sure you get those right. All right, he just got his Torx T27 wrench, and he's just getting everything started right now. We'll actually line up the right side before we actually tighten these all the way down. All right, he went and snugged down the right side. He's just coming back over here with his T27, and he'll snug these down. These are just tight and barely a quarter turn, guys. These will strip out really easy. So just a little bit snug is fine. All right, he's just popping his windshield into place, getting everything lined up. All right, and he's got them all finger started, and now you can just go around and with a T27, We're just gonna barely get them snug. A lot of guys strip these out, so just barely snug. Your windshield will be just fine. Make sure and subscribe to this channel. Every time that subscribe button is hit, another biker joins the revolution. Thumbs up, like it, share it with all your biker friends. I hope you're well, and I definitely hope you are out there getting some riding in. What you looking for? These nuts. These nuts. What are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button already. I'm not going away till you hit it. Join the biker revolution. Everybody's doing it.